This man buys airplane tickets every day, but never gets on the plane. He just sat in the airport terminal and watched TV. He was actually terrified, but one day when the host of a sports channel suddenly fainted during a live broadcast, and as soon as the camera switched to the game, everyone on the field collapsed to the ground. It was then that the man realized he couldn't waste any more time. He had to get the hell out of there. Without any delay, he pushed a security guard to the ground. He grabbed his rifle and ran towards the departure gate like a madman. People around him started screaming at him, thinking he was a terrorist. At the same time, the steward began to sense something was wrong outside. He hurriedly tried to close the cabin door, but it was too late. The passengers were terrified at the sight of the gunman. The man pointed a gun at the steward and said, "Close the door right now or I'll shoot." Reluctantly, the steward closed the door. Now the man was running towards the cockpit. He was scared but tried to stay strong. He tried to explain to the captain that if the plane wasn't flown before sunset, everyone would die. But the captain didn't understand anything. At that moment, the air marshal started knocking on the door, distracting the man. The captain seized the opportunity and tried to grab his gun, but the gun went off and the bullet hit the captain's hand. The captain could not fly the plane with only one hand, while the co-pilot was nowhere to be found. In a state of urgency, the man returned to the cabin and shouted, "Can anyone fly the plane?" A woman named Kelly replied, "I can fly a helicopter." With Kelly's help, the man began to fly the plane. When the plane was in the air, Kelly told the captain to fly to the west where the sun was setting. After the flight stabilized, the captain asked, "Why, what does it mean to die at sunset?" The man, whose name was Raymond, said, "I'm a major in the NATO forces. I accidentally overheard a secret meeting that said the sun had mutated. Now its rays can burn anything that lives, even if we hide inside a building." The player who collapsed on the TV broadcast is proof of that. We must fly in the dark and avoid the sunlight. Otherwise our death is certain. But the captain and everyone else didn't believe the major's words. They thought he was crazy. At the same time, the passengers began to feel that something was wrong. Everyone was restless. To avoid chaos, the major brandished a pistol and asked everyone to be quiet. But one man secretly grabbed the gun. He pointed it at the steward and said, "Lock this madman in the bathroom." The major said, "I'm trying to save you." But the man only saw him as a terrorist. Reluctantly, the steward